Yo, Big Kish back up in here. Shout out to The Truth Is. We're going to be going over this video that says Wack 100 exposed for his role in the no jumper Rico. I don't know why everybody keeps saying that Wack is a rat. I don't know. Is he really the police? I don't know. I'm looking at this thumbnail. He got the police uniform. He got the badge and everything. The hat and all that. So we about to see what The Truth is talking about. You know what I mean? I'm going to leave a link in the description. Y'all know I'm like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
As I revealed in my previous episodes, Adam 22's platform is being used by the feds to take down several gang members who were his co-host or his guest on No Jumper. While Adam 22 is at his
platform being used by the feds, and then we heard that they picked him up too. Y'all remember that, right? Check it out.
Center of this story, there's another man, a part of No Jumper, who seems to play a large role in all of this. This No Jumper co-host just so happens to be the arch nemesis of the main figure listed in this indictment,
Wack.
Big
Okay,
U.
you talking about
According
Wack.
to the feds, Big U is the leader of one of the most dangerous gangs in LA, the Rolling 60 Crips, with his biggest opposition seemingly being the man who might have played a role in his takedown. That man is Wack 100, a name that is all over this indictment and who seems to have
Wack 100 name all over the internet. Look at all that lard up under his chin. Y'all see that lard up under his chin? Look at that chin. Look at that chin. It don't even connect to his, that's a chin. His lip goes straight to his throat. Check it out.
have been playing dirty the entire time, setting up his biggest opposition for his downfall. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos every other day exposed.
Yeah, we gotta check out them other videos too. We gonna do this Wack joint, then we gonna check out them other joints.
In the truth. In today's episode, we will be talking.
Told you, look, got the police hat and all that. There you go. There you go.
About Wack 100 and his master plan to take down his rival Big U. But before we begin, I just wanted to let my Patreon members know I am finishing up a new video about the late comedian Trevor Moore, who many people think was taken out by the elite for exposing them through his comedy. If any of you guys watching are one of my members, you can expect that video by Sunday night or Monday morning. Also, I just posted the first episode of my new show Believer vs. Unbeliever on my second channel, Truth Network. Make sure.
Oh man, I know that. I gotta check. I gotta tap in. True, hey, he be cooking. He be cooking. Let's get
Make sure
it.
you check it out after this one. I want to thank you all. Now, let's get right into it. For those who don't know, Wack 100 is a prominent figure in both the LA music scene and gang culture. According to Wack 100, he is a leading figure in the Pyro Blood Gang, as he proudly announces his gang ties any chance he gets. He is also a music manager, managing artists like the rapper Game and Blueface. While in the music industry, Wack is seen as a fixer who gets things done for his artists. Behind the scenes, there's rumors that Wack is an extortionist bully, like his former mentor Suge Knight, the legendary LA boogeyman who
Oh, so Wack is up under Suge. Oh, that's why. I think I knew that. I don't know, but it's just starting to come back to me. Y'all know how my brain works.
terrorized the streets in the 90s with his Death Row record label. According to Wack, he worked alongside of Suge Knight when he was coming up. In an interview that Wack gave, he confirmed that he learned his methods of getting things done from Suge Knight.
And he was in one of those contracts for damn near 10 years. And they tried to shelf him, and I just kind of used my resources and who I was and what Suge taught me to do. I think Suge gets the short end of the stick because the persona. If you was to ask Jodeci, if you was to ask, Mary J, if you was to ask the kid that did the Ice Ice Baby beat, Suge's business, they'll tell you all he did was make the wrong right. And I've always seen Suge try to deal with things the right way, out the box. But unfortunately, even in America, it's been proven. Our world we come from in these.
As you heard for yourself, Wack 100 openly praises Suge Knight and clearly stated that he learned what he knows from him. This is why their actions seem so similar. Rumor is, Wack 100, just like Suge Knight, has a fierce reputation in the LA streets. A music industry figure who behind the scenes is a feared gang member who's still deeply inside in the streets. This is the reason people are confused as Wack 100 is supposed to be the real street guy. Now he's being implemented in the federal takedown of his known rival Big U. To many, it's not adding up, and some people are starting to see Wack as a slithering serpent, willing to betray, lie, and deceive in order to destroy his enemy. Right now, Wack's name is all over social media, as people are accusing him of orchestrating this entire—
Bruh, everybody calling him the police. We trying to get to the bottom of this. What's going on?
No Jumper Rico. People believe Wack might have somehow planned this all, and is the reason the feds have arrested Big U, Loose Cannon, and Brick Baby. Just about everybody is pointing to the fact that Wack 100 publicly revealed he had prior knowledge of the Big U Rico weeks before it happened, as he went on a platform called Clubhouse and revealed on his 100-side talk show that
Wack 100 be putting pieces together, ain't nobody else gonna piece together. So what that leads us to believe that he's in contact with some people that everybody ain't in contact with, if you know what I mean.
the feds were on to Big U for the death of the young football player and inspiring rapper RW, the same man named the murder victim of Big U on the federal indictment. On Clubhouse, Wack was heard claiming he was trying to warn Big U about this indictment. He told his audience that he was given information by a witness that the feds found DNA proof under the fingernails of the victim that seems to match that of Big U. Wack then said the feds were coming, even telling Big U to run.
Here, y'all gonna hear it. They coming to get him this month on the top 8.
Oh, we ain't went over this phone call. They must erase this off Clubhouse. So Wack letting them know that they're about to pick up Big U before it even happened. Dang, we ain't hear this one, y'all. We ain't hear this conversation.
Y'all gonna hear it. They coming to get him this month on the top 8. They already got the date set. Crazy.
He said they already got the date set. But the question is, how you know the date, Ninja?
You gonna hear it? I'm telling you, you gonna hear it. So you gotta understand, when the family is telling us this, that means their investigation is already done.
600 has been.
Oh, the family told Wack this. But I mean, do the police tell the family when they about to do something like that? I don't think so.
Posting basically trying to implicate Big U in the murder of a high school football player,
Where
right?
has son implicated?
Well, when we went to his Instagram the other day, there was a clip of him talking about how this guy died and how his fingernails had Big U's
But see,
DNA
here go
under
the
it.
problem.
Oh, yeah,
the mother,
yeah, I
the
did.
fucking sister, I know because we ran it on Clubhouse.
So the mother is trying to raise awareness and say that she thinks that there was foul play
Ain't no
involving Big U.
thing. She's saying this what it is. So it's on the fucking internet. So if that's the case,
No,
if
for
it's
sure.
there right there and you can click it and you can hear, yes, they had to get a warrant to get his DNA. And you got the sister saying,
Oh, okay. So Big U just moving. He's just moving sloppy with it.
and after they got the DNA, they found his DNA under my brother's
But I
fingernails.
saw a lot.
Run, Forrest, run! They're right behind you. If any,
Why? Who he calling his brother? Who Wack 100 just called his brother? The little football player guy?
dang, it's alarming him because there's a good chance he probably didn't know that his DNA came back up under that boy's fingernails. So if y'all want to say Wack and 600 did anything, you can probably say we alarmed him. Because for the family to know, I mean, law enforcement told them, they knew. So whatever they knew, they already in process of doing whatever they gonna do, if they gonna do anything at all. So for us to be speaking on it and letting y'all hear these recordings is really alarming to do. Let's just keep it real if you really want to talk about it. I've been sitting on it for a year. I ain't said nothing because I knew it was over.
That sound like the answer. Shout out to the answer, man. Shout out to the answer putting in that work, man.
An investigation. And it's still an open investigation. Just some of the investigation they put on the table and alerted the family of this what it is, this what we found, and this what's going on. I'm pulling the bet, Pink.
I'm here.
Your room is the first time he learned that his DNA was
there.
found up under that boy's nails.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he probably shaking by now. I don't know what.
Shaking like Don Knotts.
But if he had popped him, if he popped the dude, what they say, a tray 8, he had a tray 8 or something like that. Why was his finger there? He must have been like clawing at him. Like, let me go. Big U probably was holding on to him like he probably was wrestling with him, and the boy probably was like, ugh, and scratched. That's crazy. Dang, how could, man, if that really happened, how could you be on these interviews like, I didn't do anything. I'm gonna turn myself in, y'all. I'm good. What? Dang, that's why they call him cold-hearted. Wow. His blood screams from the ground. That's what God said about Abel when Cain had deleted his brother. He said, Cain said, I ain't do nothing. What? He said, your brother's blood is screaming from the ground. I know you did it. Your brother's blood is screaming from the ground. Y'all go look up that scripture. God got bars. Y'all think people got bars? No, God got bars. He got the metaphors.
As you heard for yourself, Wack 100 somehow knew that the Big U Rico was coming. According to Wack, he knew this because allegedly the mother of JW, Big U's alleged murder victim, told him herself. With Wack 100 releasing a private conversation he had with the mother of the victim, in which she confessed to Wack that Big U was under investigation. The woman could be heard in the conversation asking Wack 100 to keep this conversation between the two of them, while Wack was secretly recording with the goal of putting this information out there. The woman is heard in the conversation telling Wack that Big U was being looked at as the man responsible for the death of her son.
So he be secretly recording the conversation. That's why everybody calling him a cop. That's why everybody call him a cop. Look at his neck. Did you see his neck? That's why everybody call him a cop. That's why everybody call him a cop. Look at his neck. You see them little overlap? You see that? Y'all see that? Look at that ear. See that point right there? That's why everybody call him a cop.
Like, whatever they doing, they already doing. It's done. So, now the family, they told the street. Unfortunately, I felt withholding this is cooperating with the police. I'd have played this. He was arrested. They like, oh, Wack, you knew they was coming. You didn't say nothing. It would have been right. All the way right. The family's still cussing me out. Why did you play that? Shit. It's why did you tell me?
He let you know, don't trust him. He gonna burn the bridge.
This is an exclusive. Wack 100, and you're in the collective.
I'm gonna let you hear your sister up into her. Actually, I'm gonna go to the mama first. This will make sense to y'all. Here we go.
I was tripping that it took 3 years.
4 years. 3 years.
To run DNA.
It just makes.
So what? They was contacting Big U to come give us DNA and he wouldn't do it?
Well, what had happened was when they was doing the investigation and they wanted to take their own DNA, he wouldn't give them his DNA. So they had to serve him a search warrant to get his DNA.
Alright, now watch this.
But then again, Big U had a dope case on. He might not have. So that he probably wasn't. He had a dope case. Conspiracy. So
They tested my brother Neil.
Y'all heard that?
Okay.
Y'all heard that? Says under her brother Nails. Check it out.
He had a dope case. Conspiracy. So
They tested my brother Neil.
Said they did DNA tests under her brother Nails.
okay, so that's bad work. In response,
In my brother.
match me. We went out for road out the penitentiary. They made me swab, but then again, Big U had a dope case on. He might not have. So that he probably wasn't. He had a dope case. Conspiracy. So
They tested my brother Neil.
okay, so that's bad work.
So then my brother
Now that's what y'all been hearing. This one ain't nobody heard. Let me find this shit.
told me between me and you.
Wack got all type of recordings. Check it out. He said this one ain't nobody here. Listen.
Please,
Yeah, that one.
between between me and you. Don't tell nobody because they don't want nobody to know. They're going to be making an arrest at the end of March, the beginning of April.
As you heard for yourself, Wack got this recording and then took it to the internet, exposing the details, eager to let the world know Big U was being investigated. Now that the FBI indictment has been revealed, people are looking at Wack, asking the question,
So they was comforting the family like, yeah, hey, we got something on this guy. You know, don't let anybody know, but we're going to take this guy down around this month or next month. So they comforting the lady, giving her some answers on Big U. So she goes and tell Wack 100. Wack 100 records the conversation and let everybody else know. So now everybody calling Wack a rat, a snitch. I mean, that's cop stuff. You recording conversations after the sister the sister done trusted you with the conversation.
if he's the one that set up Big U, or even worse, has he been working for the police the whole time? If you follow what Wack has been doing for the last year, it appears that he has been setting up this takedown. Now, in order to understand why Wack 100 wants Big U off the streets, we have to understand what started this beef. While Wack 100 and Big U hate each other today, just a few years back, they were best of friends.
Cool,
with Wack 100 and Big U even doing podcasts together, as you can spot them together at Nick Cannon's podcast show. For years, these two were best of friends, bonding over their love of extortion and street politics. Unfortunately, this...
Look, bonding over their love of extortion. Wow. Yeah, we get some money off this. Yeah. Everybody looking at us like the big dogs.
This relationship would eventually crumble, as Wack 100 claimed Big U tried to snake him out of a deal orchestrated by his former mentor, Suge Knight.
But I was violated in a way that got me emotional. And as men, we know when we get emotional about things, we don't like to talk about it. So I'm going to tell you why we fell out. Here's a dude that I put many plays in front of him, helped him make money, helped him do a lot of things. Okay, right. So I get a call about 18 months, 2 years ago from my label, E1. E1 tells me, hey, Wack, we want to tell you something. We don't want to tell you, but we got to tell you. But Big U just left our office. In New York? Yeah. Oh, okay. Thinking maybe he went to try to get a deal or something. You know, all right.
I was just going to say, why would he be there?
Right, hold on. They said, well, let us tell you what went on.
Hold on, man.
Last week, he called and said Suge wanted him to come in for a meet. And Suge was going to be on the phone. So we thought maybe Suge was, trying to get something done. So we set the meeting. Okay. He gets in the meeting, Suge on the phone. Suge says, we want you to give your contracts that you have with Wack to Big U. Big U is the only dude that he's scared of in L.A. I said, what did y'all say? We told them Wack is not only our business partner, but he is our friend, and that will never happen. And I got to ask you to leave my office. So they tell me this. I wait a week. I don't say nothing. Call Big U. Hey, homie, you went to the office over there and said that I'm scared of you. Whatever you ever, no, Wack, that ain't how I went. No, that's how I went. He said, Suge said that. I said, but look, you still ain't told me that happened. It's been 7 days I've been sitting on it. You went to my place of business. It's obviously you and Suge had this mapped out. Whoever he think he is, he ain't nobody. No, he ain't got no weight in there. You in the PC yard in the penitentiary. You really went to New York and walked to my office. And I said it from that day forward, ain't got nothing to holler about. You stay on your side, I'm going to stay on mine. Thing outside of that is...
Oh, so Big U try to go behind Wack 100. Oh. And they said that, yeah, Wack 100 scared of Big U. Wack 100 said, no, I ain't. No, I ain't. I'm going to wait to see if Big U going to say something. And he waits 7 days.
It's going to be what it's going to be.
As you heard for yourself, Wack claimed Big U and Suge Knight tried to snake him. He claims this is what led to the start of their beef, with the beef eventually spilling into the streets. As back in 2022, Wack 100 was allegedly pressed by Big U and his crew after a game concert where Kanye was in attendance. According to the indictment, Wack was pressed by Big U and 20 of his goons in a parking lot, leaving the show. The indictment claims Wack 100 begged Big U to spare his family, who was in a vehicle in the parking lot. The indictment also claims that Wack was armed and had his weapon in his hand. Eventually, Big U allowed Wack's family to get through, and lucky for Wack, he was allowed to leave unharmed. But it seems like this situation took the beef to a whole new level. Wack 100 began his plan to bring down Big U at any means necessary, willing to go to lengths most so-called gangsters wouldn't embark on. This is the reason people believe Wack set up Big U, pointing to the fact that Wack linked up with Big U's former affiliate, Loose Cannon. Loose Cannon had a falling out with Big U, and Wack 100 saw him as a perfect ally, linking up with Loose and amplifying everything negative he had to say about Big U. Wack brought Loose Cannon onto the No Jumper show, where, like we spoke about before, he snitched on Big U live.
So Wack trying to get back at you. He like, hey, look, I ain't touching him.
For the world to see. Everything Loose Cannon said in this podcast episode was listed in the federal Rico indictment. Throughout the whole podcast episode, Wack was ad-libbing and leading Loose Cannon into snitching. Wack appeared happy in the video.
You could, he did appear happy. Yup, you could tell. See, Loose Cannon, it's a lot of crash outs that's in the street. They don't even realize somebody's sitting beside you looking at you like, he just coercing him to tell him everything. Well, he not really coercing him, but he just leading him into failure. Like, yeah. And what he just ad-lib, like he said, he ad-libbing it. Yeah, and what else happened, nephew? And just sit back like this. Hey, look, Wack could go to Adam and be like, hey, Adam, watch this. Hey, tell him about the time that Big U such and such and such and such. Loose Cannon gonna be like, yeah, and then with no clue that Wack is leading you to destruction. Damn, bro. And this is the thing, bro. Loose Cannon is a grown ass man, boy, with a childlike mind. A lot of people out there be 30, 40, 50 years old, never grew up past 15. They still got child mindsets.
As he knew this was going to help destroy his number one enemy that he allegedly was afraid of. Many are seeing this part.
Hey, look how listen to how the truth is worded. Look, listen.
Big U, pointing to the fact that Wack linked up with Big U's former affiliate, Loose Cannon. Loose Cannon had a falling out with Big U, and Wack 100 saw him as a perfect ally, linking up with Loose and amplifying everything negative he had to say about Big U. Wack brought Loose Cannon onto the No Jumper show, where, like we spoke about before, he snitched on Big U live for the world to see. Everything Loose Cannon said in this podcast episode was listed in the federal Rico indictment. Throughout the whole
watch what he said about Wack throughout the whole podcast. What?
Podcast episode, Wack was ad-libbing and leading Loose Cannon into snitching. Wack appeared happy in the video as he knew this was going to help destroy his number one enemy that he allegedly was afraid of. Many are seeing this podcast with Loose and Wack knowing about Big U's Rico before it commenced as all suspicious, as it seems Wack 100 was purposely revealing information that he knew would aid in the investigation into Big U, especially since Wack appears as an alleged victim in the indictment, and also the fact that a Wack 100 affiliate 600 managed to record the raid on Big U's home in real time, almost as if he knew Big U was going to be arrested on that day. If we look at all this going on, Wack does seem to be written all over this takedown. His affiliation with people like Loose and 600 who are accused of snitching on Big U, and also his choice of leaking the Big U indictment information given to him makes it clear this was his plan all along. This is what Big U came out and stated right before he turned himself in, trying to insinuate Wack was the reason for his arrest.
I'm going to go turn myself in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive, so they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house, and he's actually got video and footage of it, so y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about Wack, Loose Cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all fired. All y'all who be around the internet, all y'all who be promoting and listening to what they're saying, all y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this.
Everybody liking and subscribing. It's y'all fault. Y'all liking, subscribing, and y'all sending emails about me.
Shit. If you had something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wack said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody.
Why do they have to go around telling celebrities not to give you money? Why do they have to do that? Because you around intimidating everybody. Why would they have to go around saying, hey, look, don't give Big U no money? Why? Why do they have to do that?
But y'all sending it around, getting people in trouble.
Now, I want to make it clear that if every...
Hey, look, he sound like that big bully that don't know how to lie, and he just got in trouble when you was a kid. Look, they did, everybody trying to get, they lying on me, and they trying to get me in trouble. But Eugene, he got a black eye, he got a busted lip, and his nose bleeding. What you been? I ain't do that. They ran into the tree. That's him when he was a kid, boy.
Everything being said about Big U is true. He definitely deserves life behind bars. From what they're saying, Big U is the worst kind of monster. A man in his late 50s who won't leave the streets alone, forcing the younger generation to do his bidding. A man who is allegedly terrorizing his own community, and even worse, taking out members of his community. What Big U is being accused of regarding RW is truly sad. This young man lived with Big U and was under a record contract with him. The moment he pissed off Big U, he took him out and dumped his body in a ditch. For years, Big U pretended to be a positive figure in his community, even being paid by the government to run an anti-crime operation, which he was paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for. He claimed to be helping his community when in reality, he was preying on it, forcing people in his own community to pay extortion fees for his protection. Big U had so many years to change and learn from his mistakes, but he never did. Instead, he chose to embody evil and was proud of his demonic reputation.
Hey, look, when God giving you that grace, when God is giving you grace is when he didn't take you up off of this earth yet. He didn't take you up off of this earth yet. And he's still allowing you to live. He's still allowing you to be outside and not get put together. And you still don't want to change your life around? Yeah, he gonna come. He gonna come. He gonna come. It's coming. But you never know when it's coming. That's your thief in the night. That's your thief in the night. I'm telling you, change your life around. If you living in that evil and in that wickedness, and God is giving you grace, you see that he giving you grace. You like, dang, God still ain't punished me yet. He still ain't punished. He's allowing you to get it right. If he ain't punished you yet, he's allowing you to get it right. And while you getting it right, you might go through little trials and tribulations. That's your get back right there. But you have to be getting yourself right. But what you see is that people say, oh man, I'm going to hell anyway. I'm gonna keep on doing what I do. God gonna be like, oh, okay. All right. Go and set that up. He go send down some angels. Go and set that up for him to, do that like that. Yep. Next thing you know, freak accident happened. Hey, it's the way it goes.
In a way, it is good that he is off the streets. While some people might not agree in the way it was done, this man truly was a cancer to his community. However, so is Wack 100. And honestly, I believe he's possibly worse than Big U. What Wack 100 just proved is that he doesn't play by any set of rules. To me, his actions are clearly devil snake-like behavior. Not only did he use...
I was just about to say that he more of like a snake-like. You know what I'm saying? Big U gonna let you know, hey, look, give me that 20,000. I need that money. You know what I'm saying? Wack gonna be like, hey, I'm your friend. I'm your friend. Nope. Nope. And then get you behind your back. I'd rather somebody tell me straight up. Look, man, I need some money from you. It's either I'm gonna tell you yes or no. You know what I mean? That's how big you is. But Wack, he gonna sneak behind your back.
Gang members, but it seems like he used the law to take down his opposition. It's almost like Wack cleared his enemy off the streets so he could take his place. Wack is a part of the same system Big U is a part of, the LA gang culture. Wack, just like Big U, is an older guy who is still trying to act like a gangster. Instead of learning from his mistakes and growing from them, he chooses to push gang culture onto the next generation. And that's exactly what he's doing on No Jumper. Wack 100 takes pride in his gang affiliations, as his favorite word is on Pyru. He wants people to fear him like they fear Suge Knight and Big U. He wants to be the big bad wolf of LA. What this No Jumper Rico has revealed is that Wack has been playing dirty the entire time. Every time Wack's name is involved in something, it's always bad. A few years back, he went viral for claiming he had a tape of Nipsey Hussle hooking up with an ex-girlfriend and another man at the same time. Wack claimed that Nipsey was engaging in suspicious activity with the man as well, basically claiming that Nipsey was bi. When Wack was pressed about this, he never provided any evidence.
Nipsey ain't been hooking up with no man, man. You crazy. Wack said Nip was hooking up with a man. What? Man, go ahead with that, man. That's crap, man. Come on, man.
When people heard this, they claimed that Wack was lying and just hated Nipsey because he was a Rolling 60 Crip, the same gang Big U was a leader of. He was also connected to another alleged tape of boxer Oscar De La Hoya, where he was doing suspicious activities. It was rumored that Wack 100 allegedly extorted him for money to get the tape back, also doing the same thing to Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, claiming to have had an unreleased tape of Kim and Ray J hooking up. He made Kanye do a song with his artist Game to return the tape back to the Kardashians. Essentially, this could be seen as a form of extortion, at least in my opinion.
Oh, so Wack really got tapes. Oh, shit. Wack really got tapes out there? What the hell? Hey, look, you ain't gonna have no tapes for the. You see what happened to Diddy? You ain't gonna be holding on to no tapes.
The very same crimes Big U is being accused of. Wack is playing dirty, and he's a perfect example of why the streets are a myth. Don't fall for the gangster trap. Don't follow lost men like Wack 100 and Big U to your own end. These are two men who have given themselves to the devil, not men you should inspire to be like. Right now, the world is so messed up, and it's because men like Wack and Big U are praised and seen as role models when they should be shunned. Big U is pushing 60 and Wack is pushing 50, and they both still want to play gangsters in the streets. They still want to lead more kids in the wrong direction. If you're in LA, trust me when I tell you it's not worth trying to be like these guys. Look how it always ends up, either
I don't know why YouTube be unsubscribing me to people, man. I've been subscribed to The Truth Is long time ago. That's crazy.
dead or in jail. It's never too late to turn to God and change your life. Jesus can heal you from anything. Don't pay attention to those who try to shame you for seeking God, as those are souls consumed by the devil. They hate to see you healed and protected. They prefer to see you damned like them. Wack 100 has shown his true colors, and now he's being called out for it. I'm not at all surprised he has linked up with Adam 22, as they are both snakes who deceive and take advantage of the culture, both helping push the
Y'all know the significance with them being tied to a snake. They'll say one thing but mean another. That means you have a double tongue, right? And when you look at the snake's tongue, it got two sides in it. When it go psst, they double-sided. They'll say one thing but mean another, or they renege on their word. That means hey, look, that's snaky behavior. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Shout out to Truth Is for breaking it down and leading people to righteousness, because that's what we about. Righteousness and living a better, happier life to satisfy God. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Big Kish, gone. I forgot what I be saying. Oh, yeah, I remember. Big Kish signing out. I'm gone, y'all.